Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I see we got some people in chat already. Hi, Violet. Hi, Monkey Mary. Hi, Raul. Hope you finished your puzzle. I finished ours. Hi, Lynn, Silver Granny. Hi, Vanessa. Vanessa's after me. Who else? Hi, Shelley. Good morning. Where's the coffee? Here's the coffee. I got my coffee. This is the first time I've actually spoken this morning. Oh, and I'm getting an ad. How interesting. There we go. We'll skip that. All right. So today, we'll wait for a few more people to come in, but I thought I'd play on the Gelli plate, and I've been saving these cool masks that I got from PM Artist Studios, and these are designed by Susan Dufresne. And I've had them for a while, and this is the first time I'm going to play with them. So we're going to play together. Hi, Chris. Hi, Dar. Hi, Gail. Hey, B. Dar, would you mind if I made you a mod in case no other mods show up, or are you? Do you have other stuff to do today? Hi, Peg. Hi, KRP Kim. Kim, I always want to say WKRP when I see your name. Hi, Jasper. Hi, Martha. Hi, Tommy Joe. How's the video? Is it, I'm hoping, don't have anybody else on the internet here today. I'm hoping the sound's good. Okay, thanks, Dar. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you, Dar. Hi, Dee Dee. All good? Excellent. I hope everybody had a great New Year's Eve. I'm assuming everybody has had their New Year's Eve. We had ours. Right now it is almost 8:30 my time, 10:30 Eastern, and I will be on until noon. So we're going to get crack-a-lacking really quick because I have an hour and a half. Hello, Kellyanne. So yeah, if you want to get my attention, please put your comment in uppercase in caps, and then I will be more likely to see it. Hi, Dixie. Hi, Myriam. I think I fell asleep during your stream, Myriam. I'm sorry. Your stuff looked gorgeous, but I was tired. We didn't do a lot for New Year's. We just stayed home. We watched a couple Star Wars movies with one of my sons, and we got to bed just after 12:30 here. Hi, Saddlebags. I don't think I know you. And is your name Leslie? Hi, Zandra. Hi, Flo. Yes, Myriam, you fall asleep whenever you need to. All right. So did everybody have fun New Year's? Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Darcy. Oh, I'm going to move this to live chat. Leslie. Okay. Nice to meet you. Okay, so I thought I'd play with these masks, and I'm going to play with some alcohol inks. Whenever I use alcohol inks on my Gelli plate, so we're going to play with Gelli plate. Whenever I use alcohol inks on the Gelli plate, I always get a few comments like, oh, I didn't know you could use alcohol inks on the Gelli plate. And yes, you can. The one caveat, though, is if you want your Gelli plate to look pristine and clear, don't do it. Because this is what my Gelli plate looks like after years of using alcohol inks. See, it's quite yellow. That's my 8x10. This is my 5x7. It's a little discolored. And then my round one even starting to get yellow because I use alcohol inks on it as well. I have not used alcohol inks on my bigger plate because I want to keep it nice and clean. So we're not going to use that one today. We're just going to use the smaller ones. Hi, Shelley. I missed your stream. I'm going to have to watch a playback. I was hanging out with the family, so I didn't get to a lot of streams. Hi, Brenda. Speaking of the playback, in my description box, I do have a list of the schedule of all the streamers. If you're watching this in playback and you want to see what everybody else did, it was I didn't see everybody's, but I know everybody does a lot of variety of different things. Shelley, you're funny. Yes, these are PM Artist Studio stencils. They're masks, and these were designed by Susan Dufresne. They remind me of that. Well, this one reminds me of that Klimt style. I know you can get at Joggles, you can get some sort of other faces. Hi, Dare. Yes, cheers, everybody. So I'm going to just put this aside. So I ordered these. I think these are the medium size, I believe. These ones are about 6.5 by about 4 or 5. And then they were generous enough to send me some little extra ones. I think that Meri was very gracious to send me a few extras to use. And these are about 4.5 by 3.5. So you get the set, you get 3 in a set, I believe. So that would be a set there. And then this was the smaller set. So I thought this would be nice on like the 5x7 plate. It might even work on like the round one, right? And these big ones, you could use them on the 5x7, like it would go off the edge a little bit. But I thought that would be nice to use on the larger plates. Brenda says, the more you buy from them, they send extra goodies. Yes, they do send some extra goodies. Hi, Lori. Let's give everybody, good Lori, a round of applause for doing such an awesome job in organizing all us wayward streamers. Like Dee Dee says, kind of like herding cats. And we appreciate all the work you did, Lori. All right, so I'm going to put this over to the side for a moment. And as you can see, I haven't used these yet, so we're going to be using them together. Now, just a few things about alcohol inks. It's nice to swatch them. I actually realized when I was getting ready for this, I have more colors than what shows up on this swatch. But this is swatched on, I think I just used photo paper. Normally use alcohol inks on non-porous surfaces like Yupo paper, which is a plastic paper, which is actually what these stencils are made out of. PM Artist Studios make their stencils out of Yupo paper, which is very sturdy. The other thing is make sure when you're using alcohol inks is that you work in a well-ventilated area. You can even wear a mask. And yeah, so I think that's the main things I want to say, and that it stains your jelly plate. You can get alcohol inks that are metallic, like this one here. You can get some that are pearlescent, like this one here. And then you can get just they're not really flat because they all do show up a bit shiny. Hi, Janet M. Young. Good to see you. All right. So I haven't really, I've used alcohol inks on the jelly plate before, but I haven't really tested out what I was thinking of doing for this stream. So I thought somehow it would be cool to use the mask with a stencil. So this stencil is one of the Latvenia stencils, and I think I'm actually going to use it on. Let's try the 5x7. Let's test out this technique. If it doesn't work, we'll just kind of go on the fly. We'll do other things. So there's her, and then I think I'm going to want this in the background, something like that. Now like I said, I haven't tested this yet. I was thinking, hey, lady, you're not here. This is a recording. Hi, Lady Jen. Hi, Christine. Alcohol ink. Christine says alcohol ink stains everything, including yourselves, your wall, your grass. She speaks from experience. Yes, and it stains your hands. So what was I'm trying to remember now. I should have done a test, but you know what? Sometimes we just got to roll with it. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some purple on here. And then I'm going to, we're just going to get the girl on there first. And then I'm just going to lay down the stencil as we do the alcohol ink. So I put quite a bit on there. I'm just burning off to the side. So let's put her, yeah, let's put her this way. That. And then I'm going to just press her off. So would it have been smart to practice this? Yes, it would have been smart. Hi, Safia. Happy New Year, everybody coming in. Hi, Kathy, Carol. Hi, Kellyanne. Now, something on my desk is rattling. Let me just fix that a little bit. That's my jars of water. There we go. Even that is nice and like just simple. You could use that for something. All right, so I'm going to leave her on there, and I'm just going to put this down. I'm going to press it, and then I'm just going to apply the alcohol inks in the background there. Hi, Raul. Oh, I already said hi to you, didn't I? Hi, Michelle Scott. All right, so for the background, there's already a bit of purple. Let's add a bit more purple. This is Vineyard. I wish they had standardized like where they put the color name. Like some of them are on the front, which I prefer, because when they sell them in the 3-packs and they have the color on the side, you can't really see. See, this one says crimson, but for example, like this one, there's no color information here. It's on the side and you can't read it. So that's annoying. I think I saw Judah. Yeah, hi, Judah. Okay, so I'm just going to put some purple. And I'm just going to be not going into her yet. So I'm just going to put that around. I'm going to use this alcohol spray. Some people say, no, don't spray alcohol. This is 70% rubbing alcohol. It's made to spray on. Obviously, don't spray it at yourself. I think the danger comes when people start spraying the blending ink, because the blending ink has resins in it, which are not safe to inhale. I mean, you don't want to inhale that either, but okay. So I just put a bit more alcohol ink there, and then let's add some pinks. I tried to get some of these open ahead of time, but then Carol went off a little early, so I wasn't quite ready. Hi, Kathy Arbour. Thanks, Violin. Gosh, I have this little thing. It usually works to get these lids off. These lids get kind of sticky. There you go. So if you have trouble getting the lid off, get yourself one of these. They're pretty cheap at the art store. So I'm just going to, you can see now that I have the other alcohol on there, it's going to spread a lot easier. And then you can even brayer that a little bit. I'm just going to use my little brayer. And I'm still trying not to get it in the girl. If it gets in her a little bit, that's okay. So I'm just going to spread that. Now, these masks, I think PMR Studios gave them names. I think this one is Violette. So that looks kind of good. So I'm going to take that off. Let's see. Oh, I missed right here. This needs a little bit. Hi, Mariah. Yes, that is violet. I say violet. And a little bit of pink. Oh, see, I went underneath, so I didn't push it down enough, and I can see the alcohol ink going on there. So when you're using it as stencil on the jelly plate, you want to make sure it's pressed down firmly so that the alcohol ink doesn't seep underneath too much. This did a little bit, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I find if you have a paint first, it doesn't seep under quite as much. So let's... the other trick I like to do with alcohol inks is you can actually get some of that color off by spraying and then just putting a tissue over top. And then, oops, and then you can use that for collage fodder. Because alcohol inks are not water soluble. They are permanent unless I think you apply other alcohol inks to it. So there we have that. I'm going to just tear this because it's very big. Sorry for the noise. Maybe I'll cut it next time. Wow, this tissue is hard to tear. All right, so I'm going to get more of that off later, but you get the idea. Like you just sort of spray it and it'll come off later too. All right, so let's fill her in. So I thought for her face, you could use pan pastels. That would be cool. But I thought it might be neat to use alcohol inks. All right, so I'm going to use, this is salmon color. And I'm hoping it's, oh, I got skin in her hair. I'll just wipe that off with my hands. If I wasn't streaming, I would have used something else to wipe it off. So anyways, so I'm going to pick this up with a light color of paint. So we got salmon. All right, what color should we do her chapeau? Maybe blue? Thanks, Kathy. Yes, Friday was my last day of work. This is denim. And let's get another blue. Oh, that's dark. I have my alcohol inks in a tin. And just a little bit of this other blue here. And maybe we should do, oops, I put a bit much there. And I should do salmon on her neck. I realize that's her neck there. Thanks, Kim. Sorry if I'm missing chat. I'm trying to focus. All right, and oh, we need to do her other sleeve blue. I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out too, you know. Like I said, I haven't tried, you know, layering different stencils with the alcohol inks. Anyhow, let's give her yellow hair. And I'm going to assume that's all her ponytail. And let's give her like a yellow shirt too. Yellow, and should we do another yellow? Here, there's alcohol pearl, yellow. Got to shake the pearls and the metallics. You have to shake them. There's a ball. Hi, Marita. All right. And the shimmer, the pearlescent ones, oh, they're lovely to watch on here. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. See that shimmer, how it moves? That's just cool. Now you do have to let this dry before you try to pick it up. And you pick it up with what am I thinking? Pick it up with acrylic paint. I'm just going to get a little brush. I have these little cheap brushes that I got from the dollar store that I use with my alcohol inks. All right, I think it needs a bit more purple there. I'm a little bit worried about, let's just leave it. So we're gonna let that dry. I'm gonna keep the stencil on to try to keep the paint in the spots. Let that dry and then we'll pull it in a few minutes. All right. She kind of looks like a Picasso face. Yeah, she's sort of reminiscent of those Klimt stencils. Hey, Mame. Yeah, Mame, you can bust out those alcohol inks. The fun thing about using alcohol inks on the jelly plate, so I'll just show you an example, is let's try to find an example of alcohol inks. So this is alcohol inks. So this is when you pick it up with paint, you don't get bleed through. You can't tell on here, but you don't get bleed through onto the other side. If you tried to use alcohol inks in a journal that wasn't like a Yupo paper journal, you would get, that would bleed through to the other side, kind of like how Copics bleed through. Here, I have the alcohol ink directly on the paper without the, without a pickup. I just kind of was smooshing and I smooshed it here. And you can see it bleeds through. And this is 2 layers of paper. This is, I've got these layered together. So that's one of the advantages of using a jelly plate with alcohol inks, because people are like, well, why are you bothering doing that? So that's one reason. All right, let's see. So next, let's do this lady. Mariah, can you remind me what her name is? She's gorgeous. I love her. Now I'm hoping that first technique works because we're going to use it again. And then maybe we'll try some other things. So this time I was thinking we could do like a pattern down here. And maybe, okay, I have an idea. All right, so we're going to use our base layer. Let's try black. Where's my black paint? Yeah, like a poncho. I have all my paints out. All right, so I'm going to use this Liquitex Basics Black. Hi, Joan. Joan has a sample of alcohol inks to use. Awesome. This is a great way of using them. If you don't mind, I'll just say it again for those that came in, is that it does stain your jelly plate. So if you like your jelly plate to be crystal clear, do not do this. Don't do this. But you know what? Even though it's stained, it still works. Like, it doesn't matter that it's stained. It doesn't affect your prints. All right, so let's put her first, and then we'll put her little poncho down, and then we'll pick that up. What medium do you use to draw the print? You mean the pattern, like the lady? I didn't make that. That is a mask stencil from PM Artist Studios, and the designer was Susan Dufresne. Does that make sense? And if you're talking to me, please put it in caps so I can see it. Did Mariah answer me? Oh, Mariah said Vivian. This one's Vivian. All right. Now I'm going to get in those little creases. So isn't that gorgeous? Even just in black and white. I love that. And I didn't get all the paint out there, but that's okay. See, so pretty. All right. Now, just thinking. Sorry, I get quiet when I think. Okay, I'm going to try something different. And I'm just going to see if I can just apply the paint around her. Just using my brayer. We'll just kind of paint sort of like a little semi border. If it's, it doesn't have to be perfect. It isn't big enough to go across, so we're just going to make it go across. All right. Hi, Lisa Jameson. Happy New Year, everybody. Who makes the bottom stencil? This stencil is a Stamperia stencil. This one is one of the circles, I think, is Vicky Boutin. So while that paint's drying, I'm going to start applying, you know what? I think I'm going to do pan pastel to her face. And then we'll do alcohol inks in her hair. What color should we do her hair? I was thinking maybe blue. Hi, Carol. Hi, Pam. Can someone in chat tell me how you clean the stencils? I don't. I don't really clean the paint off my stencils. If there's alcohol ink, I will clean that. Oh, you know what might be cool with the blue? So this is denim. Let's add a silver alcohol ink. Or gold. I don't have a silver. I have a silver alloy, which gets chunky. So the alloys get chunky. They're not really nice and smooth. For the metallics, I prefer the pinata colors, the gold and the copper. Those are gorgeous. Let's put copper in her hair. Oh, you got to mix it though. You got to shake it. Shake, shake, shake. So I know, I don't know if I'm going to be doing a giveaway today. I do plan on doing a giveaway soon. I've reached 5,000 subscribers. So in the new year, I'm going to do a giveaway. All right, so I'm going to add, that's mixed now. I'm going to add a little bit of copper to her hair just because I think that might look kind of neat. Whoops, I think I got her ear. She's got some copper in her ear. And then let's add an extra blue with that. So as I said earlier, I haven't practiced this specific like layout technique. I mean, I've used alcohol inks. It's funny because every time you get on the jelly plate and you're doing something, you're like, how did I do that again? All right. Oh, no, I didn't want to use gold. I was using copper, wasn't I? Copper's already mixed. Hi, Rhonda. Rhonda is another one that designs stencils for PM Artist Studios, as does Myriam, Artcurious. She's designed stencils for them as well. All right, and they have a YouTube channel where they do awesome things. Ooh, let's do copper lips. This is so exciting. I hope it works. So exciting. All right, so let's do copper lips. I think that's going to be gorgeous. You can see how it gets contained within the stencil. It's going to take a while to dry though. So while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and use a pan pastel on her face. Last New Year's Eve, I used, I did a whole stream using pan pastels on the jelly plate. So if you want to learn more about that, check it out. So here is one of my trays, pan pastels, just a little tool. I had this handy just in case. I had a feeling that I might want to do this. All right, so I'm just going to, whatever color you put down first, that's the color that's going to show up. So I'm going to put a bit of the darker down first as sort of like a shadow. And you don't want to get your tool, you don't want to get pan pastel on the, you don't want to get alcohol inks on the tool. So I'm just going to be careful there. So I'm just going to do a little bit. Just a little bit of shadow around. I'm not a portrait artist like Cass is. That's our Kathy Arbour. Now I'm using just a lighter one just to blend that. And this, the nice thing about the pan pastel is it does dry right away, which is awesome on the jelly plate. If you haven't used pan pastel on the jelly plate, I highly recommend it. And I'll be picking this up with a light color so that all the inks show through. All right, so I'm going to actually add some pan pastel to the stencil down here. Not pan pastel, alcohol ink. I'm just in the zone. Sorry, gals, I'm just in the zone. Just adding a little bit of highlight here. Just, I don't know if it'll show because it's not going to be on the surface. Okay, a little bit on your chin. All right, there we go. So there's our pan pastel. I'm not going to put that too far. We might end up using it again, depending on which technique we like better. So let's put some colors in this bottom part. All right, let's do some red and some yellow. Use that pearl again. Pan pastels are not chalks, no, but you can use chalks. You can use makeup if you don't have pan pastels. I showed that last year, how you can use makeup. And we're getting a lot of colors here. So we got blue, purple, yellow, red. Let's throw some green in. Sure. Why not? This is a dark green though, but I'm just going to put a little bit of green here, maybe there, maybe here, and then I'm going to brayer to mix it up. Let's do a little bit more red in the middle. Can you guys still hear me okay? I tend to get a little bit quiet. All right, so I'm going to just kind of brayer a little bit, try to spread that. And I'm going to just brayer off here. And I'm trying to bray, is that the word? I'm trying to brayer. I bray, you bray, we bray. I'm trying to go vertically. Ooh, a little bit too far there. Oh well, that's okay. All right, so we're gonna let that dry. I could, should we put more alcohol ink up here? Just kind of like, I think I'm gonna leave it, and we're gonna just be brave. Oh, Myriam, you've challenged me. I accept the challenge. I will be brave. So let's put, what can we put up in the sky? Let's just do like a light blue. Mermaid. See, this gets stuck. You can use this to open it, I hope. Yes, Judith, the little brayers are handy. They are handy when you want to just get into like a small area. So we're going to make it like a New Year's Eve party. Just lots of color. I'm not going to brayer over the paint because it will dissipate a bit if we do that. And let's do orange. This is going to have like a very colorful color scheme. Oops, I almost got it on her there. Just be more careful around her beautiful face. Oh no. It was only a matter of time. Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Confetti sky, exactly. And let's put a little bit more here. So what I was going to say is I could just use different paints to create a different sky, but Myriam told me to be brave, so I'm going to be brave. Now I wonder if I just use, I don't want to spray it with the alcohol because I don't want to disrupt everything here, but I do also have this needle nose 91% alcohol, and I'm just wondering if I drip it a bit, will it spread some of those colors without disrupting the paint underneath too much? I'm not sure. Let's just go for it. We're all friends here. We can experiment together. Maybe a bit more mermaid up top. Ooh, that one seeped. That one seeped. So we might be getting a little bit of that mermaid in her hair. All right, so I'm going to just, I didn't, just kind of rotate that around. Hopefully it won't go on her face. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside, let it dry. And let's see if this one's dry. You know what? I think it is dry. Let's pull this off. And this is the first time I'm using this set, so it is pulling off a little bit, maybe more of the paint than it would, but that's okay. All right, let's pick that up. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so I'm gonna use a light color. I want that salmon to show through. We can always, her eyes are going to be white. I'm going to use white. Her eyes are going to be really white, but we can always like add to this after with other mediums. So let's just use plain old white. And I'm going to use this paper. I like this one. It's like a resume paper, a linen finish. So it's really got nice texture on it. So let's use that for our final print. All right, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, people. So the thicker the layer of alcohol ink on there, the longer it takes to dry, obviously. So I'm going to use my 4-inch brayer. I have ordered, Mariah, if you're still here, I've ordered, well, for for Christmas, I'm getting a large 7-inch brayer. Is that the size? I'm just taking a little bit off just to make it a bit thinner so it picks up everything. On one of my YouTube videos, I think it was a magazine transfer video, someone commented, why do you keep putting so much paint on if you're just taking it off? I said, well, it's better to have too much paint and remove it, because if you don't have enough paint and you're going, you run out of paint, it's drying, you have to just stop and just wait. And you can't really do that with magazine transfers. Hi, Diane. All right. So for my, whoops, what do you call that? Baron? I don't have a Baron. So some people use a nice thick chunky Baron to push down on their jelly plate. I don't have one. Maybe that'll be my next big splurge, because this is hard to grip. Like if you have trouble with your hands, this is not convenient. You want a nicer handle. Hi, Sharon, Texture Junkies. Hi, Ann Lahr. I think I missed you. She's been wondering if resume paper would work. Yes, it does. I really like it. So I'll show you in a minute. Just having a little bit of coffee. Now that's probably going to take a little bit. Oh, actually, I think it's ready to go. So here's our first pull. So there's our Violette in a field of lavender. Actually, her eyes aren't too bad. The only thing I think I would do is with Pip pen, or with, let's just grab a Pip pen if I can get back behind all my stuff. You use a Posca pen, you could use a Pip pen, you could use a gel pen. Yeah, I'm just going to color her eyes blue here a little bit. There. And I forgot to do her lips, didn't I? Should we do her lips? Maybe a pink? Sorry, I have to reach over my iPad there. Ooh, that's really bright. I'll just smudge that a bit so it's not quite so bright. There, so you can see, I don't know if you can tell with the resume paper, you get a nice texture. And see how it doesn't bleed through? So to me, that's the advantage of using the jelly plate with alcohol inks if you're working in a journal. Can you use a Copic marker? Yes, you can. But I don't think I would, because this is acrylic paint on there, and it could wreck the tip of your Copic marker. You can use Copic markers on the jelly plate. So maybe you do it there before you put any acrylic paint on. So she kind of looks like stained glass. Alrighty. Now I think our other lady is still drying. You can see here it's very wet. So we're going to let that sit a little bit longer. So let's pull out Mariah. What is her name? Hi, Tamari. And you can see here there's a bit of yellow left over. I'm going to use just some baby oil to just maybe pull it up. Yeah, so this is the first time I've used these masks. I've had them, oh gosh, I ordered them a while ago. Venus, this is Venus. So you can see that yellow really stained my plate, like big time. So if you don't like having a stained plate, don't do this. Don't do this. If you like everything neat and tidy, don't do this. Hi, Zena. Happy New Year, everybody. Big thank you and shout out again to Lori Paintgirlee for taking over the organization, giving Meri a break. All right. Actually, for her, I had thought I would do this as a background, but I need the big plate to do that. So let's put her aside and let's use one of the smaller ones. Maybe that. And maybe we can have her like, this is a wooden shape. Could have her with the bird. That might be cool. Hi, Judy. Okay. So I'm going to pull that off. So we've used purple as a background. So for this one, we used purple under the stencil. Actually, I think this bird would go with her better with the curlies and stuff. So what color shall we use as our background? Let's see. I want something dark. Yes, Vanessa Angel Rose Designs will be after me from noon to 2 Eastern. Yes, give thumbs up. Thumb it up, people. And I was mentioning earlier that I plan to, let's do brown. I don't use brown very much. I plan to do a giveaway, not today, just because I only have an hour and a half. I don't want to be, I just want to play as much as possible. But what was I going to say? Oh, I'm going to do a giveaway in the new year on my channel. Hi, Jacqueline. So this is a subtle brown. Like I said, I don't tend to use browns very much, but I don't think it's going to show very much in the final print. So I'm going to put her down. I'm going to put our little birdie here. And that is going to make an impression. And I need a piece of paper. And this is going to, this is quite thick, this wooden shape, so this is not going to get into those little creases, which is okay with me. Hi, Scrappy Girl Dana. Hi, Arlene. Thanks everybody for coming. I know it's hard to get up early if you've been up late. So that's very subtle down there. Dar put in the link for Vanessa. She's going to be next. So if you don't subscribe to her, you can click on Dar's link, subscribe to her, then come back here. All right. So let's continue with the alcohol ink theme. Let's use that salmon. I think that salmon worked pretty good. That's this one. So let's do her face first. So that should be nicely stuck down. The salmon color is hard to see. I have to kind of go at an angle to see it. And this mask is called Venus. Oh, let's do her neck. And let's do pink flowers in her hair. Now this is tricky. It's very small. It's hard to be precise with the dropper. So we're just going to do maybe essence of flowers in her hair, flowers and berries. I don't have the patience to be super precise. So we're just going to kind of go here and there. And then since we have the brown there, let's use the sepia, which is a fairly dark brown. Where's my swatch? There's sepia. So let's use that in her hair. Let's represent all the brunettes. Woohoo! Brunettes representing. So we're going to just kind of fill that up. Brunettes, whoop whoop. Remember, if you're talking to me, just put it in caps. Yes, the bird is a wooden shape, just from the dollar store. I think it was this one. Let's put blue, and let's brayer and see. I don't know if it'll I don't know, maybe I shouldn't brayer it. Let's just put some blue. And let's put some brown where the branch is. Where's my brown? I got like stuff all over. Here we go. Yeah, it just stains. Oops, got a brown flower there. It just stains yellow. It doesn't affect how the plate works. Excuse me. I would like a little bit of lighter blue in there. Here's aquamarine. So if you're particular about your plate being pristine and clean, don't do this. All right, let's just ever so lightly, just ever so lightly, I just don't want it too thick there. So I think you can still see the bird. So I don't want to over brayer it because then I'm starting to take it off. So here you'll see the bird underneath. All right, so we've got her face done. I missed a few areas, but I think I'll just leave those for the underneath paint. And then we're gonna let that dry, and then I'll take that stencil off, and then we'll pick it up with what color? Something light, maybe something shiny. maybe this glowing peach would look cool. Like her face would be peach underneath. Would have peach background. And I don't think it'll clash too much with underneath there. So let's put that aside. Devon, what was your profession and why did you retire? You seem quite young. Well, I'm pretty young. I'm 56, well, 55. I'll be 56 in February. I was only working part-time, and my profession was in the medical field, like health field, I should say. And it took a lot of brain power. My brain was getting tired. My brain was getting tired. So my husband didn't retire. He's younger than me, so he's still working. So, you know, sometimes you just need to simplify life. You know, it's not all about money. I mean, we're comfortable. So I'm, you know, I'm very lucky that I'm able to retire. So yeah, I only work 2 days a week. So it's not a huge change in our life, but it'll change my stress levels. Hi, Diane. Packer Diane Fago, thanks for coming. Hope you had a great New Year's Eve. Does that answer your question, Judy? All right, this looks, it looks dry enough, I think. It's like not totally dry. Well, actually, it is pretty dry. See, it looks shiny, but I can like touch it and not get anything up. So let's pull that up. And you can see the black is the paint that we had down. And I don't clean my stencil. Someone asked earlier, but you can, I will probably do that thing where I spray. I'll show you guys that again after I do this pull. And here is, come on. There we go. All right, so what should we pull her up with? I feel like this yellow might look cool. This dreamy yellow. These Arteza paints I have are an iridescent. I won them in a giveaway. Robin McClendon giveaway. Hi, Barbara. Gold. I was thinking gold, Rhonda, but then I didn't want to lose the copper. Gold would be cool too, but I think this dreamy yellow should work good. We could do an ombre. We could do gold on the bottom and yellow up top. Do you guys want to do that? We could do that. Let's see. We can have a gold. Just use this marked gold if there's enough left in there. Did I say hi to you, Paula Keene? Paula Keene is another stencil designer at PM Artist Studios. All right, so I'm going to turn this way just so that I can brayer in one direction. Let me move Vivian so I don't damage her. Vivian, you go live over there for now. All right. So we're going to do gold and yellow. I'm just going to do this whole section yellow. It's not going to be an ombre so much as a block, I suppose. Where'd my gold go? Here's my gold. Thanks again, everybody that's here. And let's move these birds. And get some brayer off room. Actually, I'm going to brayer off on the back of this paper. All right. Let's do the yellow first because I want her to be very well covered. And then we'll do the gold. get some paper. Let's use that linen finish copy paper again. Alrighty, my fancy dancy Baron. Get those corners. It's like a little workout. Newland, what's the pattern stencil? This pattern stencil here, oops, is Stamperia. Stamperia, I don't know how you say it. All right, let's give that a rub, and then I'm going to just let that sit for a minute, and I'll just show people that weren't here earlier how I clean the alcohol ink off of my stencils. So I'm just going to put that over here for a second. So what I do is I take a piece of tissue paper. So here's one we did earlier. And then I just use this spray on rubbing alcohol. Just spray that. Put the tissue paper on it. And then ideally you would pat it with, not with your hands because it comes through. So that comes off. And then you could even move it over and do it again. I just can't help myself using my hands. And then you can even spray through and it'll, where's my, I just need something to push down with. That's not my hands. But, and you can do it again. I don't like to waste product. I like to try to use it all up. Use it up. And this is photo paper, and look at that's kind of cool because you can use alcohol ink on photo paper too. But don't use photo paper on your jelly plate. So there we have a tissue. Once it's dry, you can use that in a collage if you want. Actually, it showed better on the other side. So here's the other side. Lahr, yes, I'm spraying with rubbing alcohol. It does not have resins in it, so it's okay to spray it. Ooh, that's a cool pattern. Let's take that and let's just use a baby wipe, and then you can clean your stencil like so. So I'm just cleaning off the alcohol ink. If it was acrylic paint, like on the other side, I don't really bother cleaning that off. You can, but I don't bother. So that's how you can clean some of the alcohol ink off of your stencils. I mean, I used photo paper. You could use regular paper. Doesn't really matter. All right, I'm running out of room. Okay. Happy New Year, Dot. Happy birthday. Dot had a wonderful milestone birthday yesterday. Hi, Anthony Cody. Yeah, I need to splurge and buy one of your Barons one of these days. Look, this is what I used as a Baron. Isn't that pathetic? Anthony Cody makes awesome, beautiful, handcrafted wood Barons with inlays. You should check him out. It still feels a little bit wet, but let's pull. Yeah, that's working. Oh, Vivian got stuck underneath here. Vivian, you're supposed to stay over there. I don't want you breaking. Okay, sorry. All right. So here we have this pull. And I think it's quite striking. I like it. What do you guys think? So that's the yellow underneath, the Arteza Dreamy Yellow, and then gold on the bottom. And then the pan pastel is flat, so you can see the contrast there. And the other thing about using pan pastel on the jelly plate, which I discussed last New Year's on my stream, is that the acrylic paint basically seals it. If you really want it extra sealed, you can definitely put a sealer on it, but it's pretty much on there. Well, it comes off a little bit. So if you want to be on the safe side, you could seal it, but I don't, because I generally put these in journals. So yeah, I like that. She turned out well. And the pan pastel stays on the plate. Don't worry about that. You can just clean that off with some baby oil. Hi, Debbie Epps. So I'm just going to clean that because we wanted to use the other lady on here too. Venus. We want to use Venus again. I think I have half an hour left. And as I mentioned earlier, is that I won't be doing a giveaway because it's hard to get a lot of stuff done in an hour and a half. But I do plan to do a giveaway on my channel in the new year to celebrate hitting 5,000. And yeah, we're getting close to, yeah, a little over 5,000 now. So does Anthony Cody have a website or an Etsy shop? I believe he does. If you're in the PM Artist Studios Facebook group called Makers of Mixed Media, you can join there. And I know he pops in there quite a bit. If you go to PM Artist Studios stream, I think they often will post his links. Myriam says that he has an Etsy shop. Okay. And let's see. Let's bring Venus back. See if she's ready to pull. Yeah, she's ready. Let's, or do I have time? Yeah, I think I have time. Let's do another one and then we'll pull, hopefully we'll have time to pull both at the end. So I wanted to do her there with this in the background, kind of like sort of an Art Nouveau vibe. I think that would look cool. So we're going to do the technique where we put the paint down first. What if we did gold? I wonder how that would, I don't think it would work well. Maybe, what about metallic rich espresso? That might look cool. Ooh, it didn't shake it well enough. See that? Ooh, it's blooby. Oh my goodness. Gross. That's gross. I'm going to wipe that off because that's not going to work. Let's shake that up better. Mariah says that Cody Woodcrafts is his shop name in Etsy. Shelley says she has a chubby kitty. Oh, don't call Sugar chubby. Sugar's cute. Goddess onto a new moon. Cool. Yeah, I know. Paint boogers. Ooh. Hey, Marty. That's just gross. Let's give that a better shake. Obviously, I haven't used this one in a while. Okay. Let's take two. Take two. Okay. So let's put enough on there. This is a very rich color. I should use it more. I don't tend to use a lot of browns, so this is a departure for me, using these brown colors. So Dar put Cody's shop in maybe I'll put, you know what, I think I don't want to have it behind. I think that would look nice behind, but I think I'm going to put them both on because I want that copper background. I could have put it beside. Let's do that. Let's put it beside. Jelly plating on the fly. Oh, Debbie. Tay-Tay's gotten fat. Oh, dear. Hi, Debbie Riddick. So on my YouTube channel, I do tend to show a lot of jelly printing because that's what my viewers seem to respond to the best. But I do a lot of other types of arts. If you check out my Instagram, you'll see more of a variety of the types of things I do. And I have two Instagram accounts. I have a Devon Rex for art. Is one account, and then the other account is Devon Rex Digital, where I am playing with Procreate. So I should have, see, if I'd planned it, I would have had this vertical, but it is what it is. So we'll leave those down. I'm going to turn it this way. So instead of the salmon color, I thought the other one that might look good for skin tone was Peach Bellini, which is this color here. Oh, that's pretty orangey, isn't it? Or what we could do is not do her face. We'll use the paint pickup to do her face color, and we'll put alcohol inks everywhere else. Let's do that. Thanks, Star. All right, so let's I'm seeing, I'm sort of stuck on yellow and blues today. Do you guys want to pick the colors? What color should I put on here? Should we put some circles? No, we'll do that. Use the pan pastels. Well, I would, but I want to use the alcohol inks. Sorry. Sorry, Sharon. Orange. Okay, let's do orange. This one is honeycomb, which is kind of an orange color, I think. We'll find out. So we'll do orange. And we'll do, we're just going to be really, I'm going to leave her face blank, except maybe we'll do her lips. Let's do her lips pink. Let's do watermelon. It's a nice soft color. Right, Christine? I would be, but I don't wanna. I did use some pan pastels on Vivian earlier, so let's hopefully there we go. Hopefully that stays. Let's put some of this watermelon here too. I think that would be pretty. And we're gonna spray that. And let's brayer it up a little bit. Oops, my brayer's stuck. And then maybe some dark colors on the, like the surround. I think the brown I had on there was spreading into there, which is fine. And should we do red hair? Okay, let's do red hair. We'll do crimson. We'll do really red. We'll add some red to the orange that's there. Ooh, that's a lot. Let's add a little bit more orange. And let's use some darker. This is a really dark color, this eggplant. And I'm just going to kind of put it around here. And let's use let's use a pearlescent to go with that. This is the Celestial Pearl. I love this one. This one's gorgeous. Do that all around. And I'm going to leave this blank because I want it to be her skin color. And let's do more of the eggplant. So I'm trying to hurry so I can get these. I don't know if I'm going to get this pull done. I better hurry up. The other pull should be no problem. So let's just let's brayer it a little bit. Just kind of smushing it. And then a little bit more darkness. Okay, hopefully that will dry. I don't know. If it doesn't dry, I will do a short, YouTube shorts, and I'll probably pull it with titanium buff. All right, let's pull this other one, and then we'll do a review. All right, so we had decided to do glowing peach. Hi, Colleen. So for those of you coming in that may not know, this is part of a Streamathon. In my description box, there is a link to a bunch of other streamers that all streamed. Oh, I didn't take this off. Take this off. That all streamed starting yesterday morning. And if you want to go check out their replays, let's pull this one just on white cardstock. Let's center it. What the heck? I didn't do much. Griffin, Rhonda has a question. I wonder what the white jelly pens would do on a plate as a first layer. I don't know. They're a little bit pointy. I would hesitate. I've used Posca pens on the jelly plate. They're not quite as pointy. I don't know. I would be somewhat leery. I think it might damage your jelly plate. So there we go. There's that one. So you can see the bird that we did with the wooden shape. And the playful pink, what's it called? No, glowing peach in the background. And again, we could give her some blue eyes to match the bird there if we wanted to. I'm just using this Pitt pen. And then maybe add a bit of black. This is just a black Sharpie pen. And I mean, you could take your time. And we could colorize her lips again. Bye, Gail. Happy New Year. Just give her a little bit more color to her lips. Maybe I'm wrecking it. I don't know. But like Myriam said, be brave. All right, there's that one. And unfortunately, this did pull up a lot of the paint, but if I had maybe used these stencils prior, maybe it would have not done so. So there's that one. So I don't use brown a lot, so it's kind of nice to use brown. All right, I don't know. This one's ready to go. Let's see. We'll try. We'll try. See if we can get her done. So I wanted bronze on there. It's still kind of wet, the bronze is. Underneath, it's just, let's see if some of that comes up. No, not too much. Let's put her away. Let's pick her up. So she's going to be very subtle, being outlined in bronze. And I think the bronze paint is still wet, so we have to wait a minute for that. So I only have about 10 minutes left. So we'll let that dry. The alcohol ink's actually dry. It's the paint that was under the stencil that's still wet. So we're going to give that a minute. So let's just review some of our prints. All right, so this was the first one. And for those coming in late, these are stencil masks designed by Susan Dufresne and produced by PM Artist Studios. And then we have, so that was Violette. This one is Vivian. So those are the two prints we got for those two. Even the black and white one's pretty cool. I like that. And then here, I'll just rotate it so you can see the shimmer from the copper. And this is the one we're about to do. That's the first stage. And then here's this one. Where did I put? Don't know where her counterpart is. It's a bit of a mess in here. I don't know. I don't know where her counterpart is, but there is that one. And I think that's dry. So let's pull that with, I think titanium buff would look good, or maybe portrait pink. Let's do portrait pink. I find the titanium buff's a little bit, the one I have, it's a little bit too beigey. Sandra says Venus is her favorite. That's because she looks like a mermaid, right? Right, Sandra? All right, let's see how this pulls. So I hope I gave you guys enough information and food for thought during the stream. I have certainly enjoyed interacting with you all over the past year. Oh, here's the other one. She didn't show up very good. Let's just spray over her. It's been a pleasure, getting to know everybody, and I feel like I met a lot of new people this year. I appreciate everybody's support. Hopefully I didn't miss, oh, that was crooked. Hopefully I didn't miss too many questions. Hi, Sherry. All right, here's my fancy brayer. Vanessa says, take your time. She's waiting on her guest. Hi, Renee. Did you sneak in earlier? I didn't see you. Renee lives near me. She's actually a local person. She does great junk journals and paper crafts if you want to check out her channel. And check out everybody's channel that's come. I haven't really had time to do a lot of shout outs, but there is lots of talented people. Check out the New Year's Eve stream as well. But check out other people that are in chat that didn't perhaps stream. Thanks, Kathleen. And a big thanks again to Lori Paintgirlee for organizing. Hi, Patricia. It's very wet feeling. I'll just bring these out here while we're chatting, finishing up. And sorry I didn't do a giveaway, but as I mentioned, I do plan to do a giveaway on my channel very soon. So I'm sure I could refine these techniques a bit more. This was my first time playing with the masks, these lady masks, and it was lots of fun. I'm glad you guys were here to share it with me. All right, let's see if this is ready to go. So just generally for jelly printing, you'll notice this is wrinkling a little bit. The thinner the paper you have, the more it'll tend to wrinkle, which sometimes is a cool effect, sometimes not. If you use a thicker paper, it does wrinkle less, but you do need absorbent paper. Does pick up better. You can use tissue paper carefully. That's not quite ready. Come on, girl, pull it. I can't pull it. It's not ready. It's not ripened. Oh, there we go. There we go. So that one's pretty subtle. You could probably use a pen to highlight her a little bit more. I do like how the background turned out. You can see that celestial, what's it called? The celestial gives it the shimmeriness, because I pulled it with a flat paint because I wanted the metallic to shine. Yeah, I like the red here too. I think it turned out well. You could go back in with your stencil. Oh, where is it? The round stencil. If you wanted, you could go back in and you could trace if you wanted more contrast. You could put stars in here. You could outline this in black. You could put her back on. Where did she go? Once this is dry, you could put her back on. If you wanted to add just the outline, you could do that. I don't know if I would do that, but so there we go. So I know Vanessa said she wasn't quite ready, but I'm going to end now. We'll say goodbyes. I'm going to end now so that we have maybe time to do a little potty break if you want. Let's see. And before I go, does anybody have any questions for me? Thanks, Tommy Joe. Thanks, Lori. Thanks, Sandra. Move over a little bit that way. Yeah, thanks, everybody. Meri says, bye, Devon. Thank you for showing the V squad. So we got Vivian, Violette, and Venus, the V squad. All right. Well, I'm going to sign off. Have a wonderful New Year's Day, everybody. And thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Lori, for letting me participate in the New Year's Eve Streamathon again. If you want to see more pan pastel work, I did a whole stream about it last New Year's. Yeah, thanks a lot. Go to Vanessa's channel next. And I think it was posted in chat. So, all right. Bye, everybody.